ATI TEAS Math Complete Study Guide. Question 1. During a task at the recreation center, a maintenance coordinator is reviewing paint cans. A circle graph assigns 20% to training, 25% to supplies, 30% to travel, and 25% to outreach. If the total is 160, how many belong to travel? Option A, 130. Option B, 5. Option C, 30. Option D, 48. The correct answer is option D, 48. Convert the sector percentage to a decimal and multiply by the full amount. Using the percentage number as a count ignores the size of the whole represented by the chart. A circle minus graph sector represents its stated percentage of the entire total. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the recreation center, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for paint cans. Question 2. At the blood minus donation drive, a maintenance coordinator reviews quantities involving seed packets, with the organizing stage. A budget of $220 has $35 already spent. How much remains? Option A, $185. Option B, $175. Option C, $255. Option D, $35. The correct answer is option A, $185. The remainder should be non-negative and smaller than the original budget. Remaining funds are found by subtracting expenses from the starting budget. Align the decimal points and subtract the amount spent from the available amount. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the blood minus donation drive, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for seed packets. Question 3. A planning sheet from the student tutoring lab lists information about data sheets, with the maintenance coordinator handling the counting stage. Which measurement is greater, 5.2 units or 2.1 units? Option A, 2.1. Option B, 3.1. Option C, 5.2. Option D, 7.3. The correct answer is option C, 5.2. The first unequal digit determines which value is greater. Trailing zeros may be added so the tenths and hundredths positions line up clearly. Decimal comparison begins with the whole minus number parts and then moves right through matching place values. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the student tutoring lab, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for data sheets. Stressed about your ATI TEAS? We can take ATI TEAS for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 4. While working in the outpatient reception desk, a maintenance coordinator must calculate a value for shipping labels, with the converting stage. Convert 14 meters to centimeters. Which measurement is equivalent? Option A, 140 centimeters. Option B, 1400.00 centimeters. Option C, 114 centimeters. Option D is 0.14 centimeters. The correct answer is option B, 1400.00 centimeters. Metric units scale by powers of 10. Use the conversion factor so the original unit cancels and the target unit remains. Converting to a smaller unit increases the numerical value because more of the smaller units fit in the same amount. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the outpatient reception desk, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for shipping labels. Question 5. The college print shop uses a record to track reusable bags, with the maintenance coordinator handling the grouping stage. Solve 7x plus 11 equals 53. Option A, hex equals 17. Option B, hex equals 42. Option C, hex equals 7.6. Option D, hex equals 6. The correct answer is option D, x equals 6. Remove the constant term first and then divide by the coefficient. A 2 step equation is undone in reverse order from the operations applied to the variable. Applying identical operations to both sides maintains equality throughout the process. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the college print shop, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for reusable bags. Question 6. For a project in the wellness seminar, a maintenance coordinator is preparing test tubes. A circular display has a radius of 11 centimeters. Using 3.14 for pi, what is its circumference? Option A, 69.08 centimeters. Option B, 34.54 centimeters. Option C, 242 centimeters. Option D, 379.94 centimeters. The correct answer is option A, 69.08 centimeters. Circumference measures the distance around a circle. Squaring the radius belongs to the area formula and would produce square units. Multiply pi by the diameter, or double the radius before multiplying by pi. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the wellness seminar, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for test tubes. Question 7. A report prepared at the Supply Distribution Center summarizes data about clinic forms, with the maintenance coordinator handling the reviewing stage. A bar graph records values of 13, 21, 11, and 21 for 4 categories. How much greater is the fourth bar than the third? Option A, 8. Option B, 21. Option C, 32. Option D, 10. The correct answer is option D, 10. Subtract the smaller displayed value from the larger displayed value. Adding the bars gives a combined total rather than the requested difference. A comparison between two bar heights is found by subtraction. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the Supply Distribution Center, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for clinic forms. Question 8. Before an activity at the local museum, a maintenance coordinator checks the amount of flashcards, with the organizing stage. A session runs from 8:32 to 9:32. How many minutes does it last? Option A, 120 minutes. Option B, 60 minutes. Option C, 1084 minutes. Option D, 61 minutes. The correct answer is option B, 60 minutes. Counting only the minute digits can miss a change in the hour. Elapsed time is the difference between the ending and starting clock times. Convert both times to minutes from a common reference point and subtract. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the local museum, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for flashcards. Are you looking for ATI TEAS actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access ATI TEAS study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get ATI TEAS answer key today. Question 9. The maintenance coordinator at the meal-prep class is responsible for counting safety goggles. The plan calls for 7 batches of 18 units plus 8 extra units. Which total matches the plan? Option A, 200. Option B, 182. Option C, 134. Option D, 33. The correct answer is option C, 134. Combining the addends before multiplying would incorrectly apply the extra amount to every batch. Find the amount in all full batches and then include the extra units. The repeated batches form a multiplication step, while the loose units are added afterward. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the meal-prep class, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for safety goggles. Question 10. A worksheet used in the community theater contains measurements for brochures, with the maintenance coordinator handling the measuring stage. A constant pace produces 18 units over 2 hours. What hourly rate does this represent? Option A, 16 units per hour. Option B, 0.1 units per hour. Option C, 9 units per hour. Option D, 36 units per hour. The correct answer is option C, 9 units per hour. A rate compares quantities measured in different units. Divide the total number of units by the elapsed time so the denominator becomes 1 hour. Multiplication would describe a larger total rather than the amount completed during a single hour. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the community theater, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for brochures. Question 11. As part of a routine check at the conference registration desk, a maintenance coordinator examines sample jars, with the inspecting stage. Evaluate -5 -12? Option A, 7. Option B, -17. Option C, 17. Option D, -16. The correct answer is option B, -17. Change the subtraction to addition, reverse the sign of the second number, and apply the signed minus number rules. Subtracting an integer can be rewritten as adding its opposite. This rewrite helps prevent losing a negative sign when two signs appear together. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the conference registration desk, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for sample jars. Question 12. A supply request from the day-care supply closet includes several entries for registration slips, with the maintenance coordinator handling the preparing stage. A rectangular work area is 9 feet long and 5 feet wide. What is its perimeter? Option A, 23 feet. Option B, 45 feet. Option C, 14 feet. Option D, 28 feet. The correct answer is option D, 28 feet. Perimeter measures the total distance around a figure. Multiplying the dimensions calculates area instead of boundary length. Add both lengths and both widths, or double the sum of one length and one width. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the day-care supply closet, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for registration slips. Question 13. The public transit hub is preparing for an event that uses storage shelves, with the maintenance coordinator handling the reviewing stage. A scale drawing uses 1 inch. To represent 5 feet, a length measures 4 inches. On the drawing, what is the actual length? Option A, 240 feet. Option B, 0.8 feet. Option C, 20 feet. Option D, 9 feet. The correct answer is option C, 20 feet. Multiply the drawing measurement by the actual amount represented by each drawing unit. Dividing would be appropriate when converting an actual length back to the smaller drawing. A scale drawing creates a proportional relationship between drawing length and actual length. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the public transit hub, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for storage shelves. Question 14. A maintenance coordinator creates a calculation for practice masks at the emergency preparedness class, with the organizing stage. Estimate 56 plus 85 plus 31 by rounding each addend to the nearest 10. Option A, 170. Option B, 140. Option C, 200. Option D, 172. The correct answer is option A, 170. The estimate should be close to the exact total but is not expected to match it in every case. Estimation simplifies the addends before calculation to obtain a nearby, reasonable total. Round each value to the requested place and add the rounded numbers. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the emergency preparedness class, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for practice masks. Question 15. Information collected in the patient education office describes how notebooks are being used, with the maintenance coordinator handling the counting stage. There are 8 boxes with 17 units each. After 7 units are used and 6 loose units are added, how many units are available? Option A, 86. Option B, 135. Option C, 137. Option D, 24. The correct answer is option B, 135. Applying the subtraction inside every box would remove the used amount repeatedly instead of once. Multiply the number of boxes by the units per box, subtract the amount used, and then include the loose additions. The grouped inventory must be calculated before later increases or decreases are applied. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the patient education office, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for notebooks. Question 16. A schedule at the campus greenhouse includes a numerical condition involving timers, with the maintenance coordinator handling the comparing stage. Which ratio is equivalent to 4:3? Option A, 16:15. Option B, 8:7. Option C, 16:12. Option D, 12:16. The correct answer is option C, 16:12. Equivalent ratios preserve the same multiplicative relationship between their terms. Multiply or divide both parts by the same non-zero factor. Adding the same amount to both terms does not generally preserve the ratio. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the campus greenhouse, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for timers. Question 17. The maintenance coordinator compares 2 records about clipboards in the sports equipment room with the packing stage. Simplify x⁻5 times x⁻4. Which expression is equivalent? Option A, x⁻20. Option B, x⁻1. Option C, 9x. Option D, x⁻9. The correct answer is option D, x⁻9. The repeated factors from both powers combine into one longer product of the same base. Powers with the same base are multiplied by adding their exponents. Multiplying the exponents applies to a different rule and would not preserve the factor count. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the sports equipment room, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for clipboards. Question 18. A quality check in the technology lab requires a calculation involving meal vouchers, with the maintenance coordinator handling the preparing stage. What is the slope of the line through 1, 6, and 3, 0? Option A, -6. Option B, -0.3. Option C, -3. Option D, -2. The correct answer is option C, -3. Slope compares vertical change with horizontal change between 2 points. Reversing only one subtraction changes the sign, while reversing both leaves the ratio unchanged. Subtract the y- coordinates in the same order as the x- coordinates and divide the changes. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the technology lab, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for meal vouchers. Stressed about your ATI TEAS? We can take ATI TEAS for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 19. The charity fundraiser has set a target related to training kits, with the maintenance coordinator handling the reviewing stage. Using 3.14 for pi, what is the circumference of a circle with radius 9 feet? Option A 113.04 feet. Option B 28.26 feet. Option C 254.34 feet. Option D 56.52 feet. The correct answer is option D, 56.52 feet. Double the radius to obtain the diameter and multiply by pi. The answer uses linear units because no area is being measured. Circumference is the linear distance around a circle. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the charity fundraiser, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for training kits. Question 20. A maintenance coordinator uses a table to monitor equipment tags at the nutrition workshop, with the organizing stage. The ordered data set is 12, 13, 15, 19, 24. What is the median? Option A, 16.6. Option B, 15.0. Option C, 12. Option D, 13. The correct answer is option B, 15.0. Extreme values can shift the mean without changing the middle position as much. The median is the center value after the observations are arranged in order. Locate the middle position, averaging the two central values only when the data count is even. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the nutrition workshop, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for equipment tags. Question 21. An activity log from the Water Quality project contains values for water samples, with the maintenance coordinator handling the measuring stage. A purchase subtotal is $115 and sales tax is 4%. What is the total after tax? Option A $119.60. Option B $119. Option C $4.60. Option D $111. The correct answer is option A, $119.60. The final total should exceed the subtotal but by much less than the full price when the rate is small. Multiply the subtotal by the tax rate to find the tax, then add that amount to the subtotal. Sales tax is added as a percentage of the taxable subtotal. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the Water Quality project, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for water samples. Question 22. The maintenance coordinator is revising a plan for work schedules in the school newspaper office, with the comparing stage. What is 5% of 160? Option A 165. Option B 8. Option C 155. Option D 3200. The correct answer is option B, 8. A percent of a quantity is found by multiplying the whole by the rate written as a decimal. Move the decimal point 2 places left in the percent and multiply by the reference amount. The resulting part should be smaller than the whole whenever the rate is below 100%. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the school newspaper office, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for work schedules. Question 23. A short report from the Community Art Studio presents a mathematical problem involving donation boxes, with the maintenance coordinator handling the packing stage. Convert 70 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. Round to the nearest tenth if needed. Option A 21.1 degrees Celsius. Option B 56.7 degrees Celsius. Option C 68.4 degrees Celsius. Option D 38.9 degrees Celsius. The correct answer is option A, 21.1 degrees Celsius. Subtract the offset and multiply the difference by 5 minus 9ths. Fahrenheit minus to minus Celsius conversion removes the 30 minus 2 minus degree offset before rescaling the interval. Applying the scale before removing the offset changes the reference point and produces an incorrect temperature. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the community art studio, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for donation boxes. Question 24. The job-training program must adjust its plan for cable rolls, with the maintenance coordinator handling the distributing stage. Solve for x plus 747. Option A, hex greater than 10. Option B, hex greater than 9. Option C, hex less than 40. Option D, hex less than 10. The correct answer is option D, x less than 10. An inequality is solved with the same inverse operations used for equations. The direction reverses only when both sides are multiplied or divided by a negative number. Keep the inequality direction when adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing by a positive value. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the job-training program, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for cable rolls. Question 25. A calculation is needed before floor tiles can be prepared at the housing office, with the maintenance coordinator handling the reviewing stage. A rectangular container measures 7 cm by 7 cm by 2 cm. What is its volume? Option A, 98 cubic centimeters. Option B, 49 cubic centimeters. Option C, 154 cubic centimeters. Option D, 16 cubic centimeters. The correct answer is option A, 98 cubic centimeters. Multiply length, width, and height. A 2-dimension product would measure only one face rather than the entire container. Rectangular minus prism volume counts cubic units filling 3 dimensions. For the maintenance coordinator's record at the housing office, the final selection should preserve the stated unit or mathematical form for floor tiles.